going on, everyone? This is Don with Free Fall Customs, and today I'm going to finally put up this Hulkbuster. In some of the past videos, I've showed some progression on it, and really this is not a how-to per se. It's more of just kind of showing the final product. And basically, what I did is I found one of these Hulkbusters on an app, one of those selling apps, people buying and selling things. So I found that, and I completely repainted it, and it started off kind of a dull pinkish red color, and once it was repainted, then I added some gold and chrome trim, and then weathered it. And then after that, put in the LEDs, and we're at a completion point. So I wanted to finally go ahead and put this up and show you guys what it looks like. And without further ado, here is the final Hulkbuster. You can see the LED right there in the middle. I've added the LEDs in the boots, if you can see them. There we go. And in the back. So there's a total of 9 LEDs. I actually had to use 2 strands, so once I learn a little bit more how to do a little more electronic work, I probably could have got it into 1 strand, but it took me 2. So I have two switches that go right up under here. And they're just mounted in the inside with Velcro, so I won't actually be putting the Hulk or the Iron Man inside of it. It'll just sit like this as a display piece, and I'm really happy with it. It's the weathering. Like I said before, I did it a little bit more than I probably should have, but he looks pretty beat up. If you can hear the little scratching on the ground, that's my dogs. I'm sorry. And at some point I'm sure they'll start barking, because they always bark. But adding the weathering to it, you can actually see a lot of the details in here that weren't there. Well, if they were there, you just couldn't really see them. Oops. Be right back. Sorry about that, the head fell off. But the details that you couldn't really see even though they were there, just because they just blended into the dull red plastic, but adding all of the weathering made all of that pop. Now, again, this is not an original idea. Several people have done this, but the person that I got the inspiration to try this from is Cosplay Chris, and I will link him below. I encourage you to go check out his videos. Guy's really funny, really talented, and he's already done the how-to. I will show some of the stills of the process that I went through as far as priming it and painting it. Total time, I would say this was probably about 10 hours, so not too bad. It's definitely something that could be done in a day. Well, once the main part is painted, you want to let it cure. But again, go check out Cosplay Chris's video. So he goes through all the details of how he does the painting and all that. I basically did the same thing. So check it out, and here's a little bit of the progression slides. Alright, here's Hulkbuster, and it's standing next to the Scout Trooper, which is one of my first projects. You can see here that the original color of it was really flat, kind of a pinkish red, and the gold was really kind of ugly. To start with, we needed to go ahead and do the priming, and again I used the Rust-Oleum 2X cover primer. It goes on really good, and from there I added a base coat of a gloss red, and you can see how shiny it is. It looks a whole lot different than the flat red plastic, so I'm really happy with the way that looked. Here's a split screen so you can see the difference between the primer and the red paint that was put down on there. Here's a shot of the Model Master paint going on. You can see where we're already putting the gold on here, and eventually the silver. The silver was kind of a big pain in the butt because First I was using an acrylic base, I guess, and it was not going on very good, so I had to go back and get the enamel version of the silver. Here's a close-up of it so you can kind of see what it looks like. It looks a whole lot better, and it went on smooth. It took far less coats, and it turned out really nice. In this image here, it is put back together. The holes are still drilled, so this is pre-LED obviously, but this is what it looked like when it was put back together. Okay, this is the weathering part. So right here I'm just showing you the original painted piece. My wife kind of got on to me because I made it look like this one, and she didn't think that was a very good idea, but it's my project. So basically what you do is you just take shoe polish and water it down, and in this case I literally covered the entire thing from head to toe. So I just, instead of just hitting some of the areas to bring out different details, I just covered the entire thing, and it dries pretty quick, so you kind of have to move quickly. I didn't move as fast as I needed to here, and what happened was, as I'm wiping this off, it stayed on a little thicker than I wanted it to initially, but then the more I looked at it, the more I kind of liked it. It looked really grungy and really dirty, like after a really long battle, which is ultimately what I wanted, so it worked out in the end. You can also just kind of pat the paper towel on there, and but this is the look you achieve from that. Alright, for the LEDs I had to make the lenses, so I covered the holes with a blue Tupperware that I got at just the dollar store. So I just cut out circles and glued them on. You can see here the different placements in the boots and in the back. And then after that I went ahead and added the LED lights, and they're just, I got them at Joann's, and it's just a series of lights on a bendable wire basically. So I just attached them, just hot glued them in right over the lens, and gave myself a little bit of room so I can move them in and out. Here is a kind of a quick video, just the test of it, so you can kind of see what it looks like in low lighting. Overall, it turned out, in my opinion, pretty cool. It's pretty bright for just a cheap set of LEDs, so I was really happy with the way that turned out. So that's it. This is the Hulkbuster again with LEDs installed. I'm very happy with this, and it's something that it's one of my favorite pieces. Don't forget to do me a favor. If you found anything interesting out of this, please like and subscribe, and let people know. Let people know, because I'll be doing several more different types of these types of things, and I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Again, like, subscribe, share, tell buddies, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.